Types of electric motors. DC motor. The basic DC motor. DC motor is direct current motor mostly used actuator for producing continuous movement and whose speed of rotation can easily be controlled, making them ideal for use in applications where speed control, servo type control and positioning control is required. A DC motor consists of two parts, a stator which is a stationary part and a rotor which is a rotating part. There are basically three types of DC motor available. First one is brushed motor. This type of motor produces a magnetic field in a wound rotor by passing an electrical current through a commutator and a carbon brush assembly. Hence it is termed as brushed motor. The stator, which is a stationary part, a magnetic field is produced by using either a wound stator field winding or by permanent magnets. Generally, brushed DC motor are cheap, small and easily controlled. Second type is brushless motor. This type of motor produces a magnetic field in the rotor by using permanent magnets attached to it and commutation is achieved electronically. They are generally smaller but more expensive than conventional brushed type DC motor because they use Hall effect switches in the stator to produce the required stator field rotational sequence. But they have better torque speed characteristics and more efficient and have longer operating life than equivalent brushed type DC motors. And third type is servo motor. This type of motor is basically a brushed DC motor with some form of positional feedback control connected to the rotor shaft. They are connected to and controlled by pulse width modulation type controller and are mainly used in positional control systems and radio controlled models. Normal DC motor have almost linear characteristics with their speed of rotation being determined by the applied DC voltage and their output torque being determined by current flowing through the motor windings. The speed of rotation of any DC motor can be varied from few revolutions per minute to many thousands of revolutions per minute, making them suitable for electronic, automotive or robotic applications. By connecting them to gearboxes or gear trains, their output speed can be decreased while at the same time increasing the torque output of the motor at high speed. The brushed DC motor. The conventional brushed DC motor consists of two parts, the stationary part called stator and which rotates producing the magnetic movement called the rotor or armature for DC machines. The motor wound stator is an electromagnet circuit which consists of electrical coils connected together in a circular configuration to produce the required north pole and south pole. The current which flows within these field coils is known as motor field current. DC motor can be further classified into three categories: series motor, shunt motor and compound motor. The electromagnetic coils which form stator field can be electrically connected in series, parallel or both with the motor armature. A series wound DC motor has its stator field windings connected in series with the armature. Likewise, a shunt wound DC motor has its stator field windings connected in parallel with the armature as shown in the figure. The rotor or armature of a DC machine consists of current carrying conductors connected together at one end to electrically isolated copper segments called the commutator. The commutator allows an electrical connection to be made via carbon brushes to an external power supply as the armature rotates. The rotational speed of the motor is dependent on the strength of the rotor magnetic field, and the more voltage that is applied to the motor, the faster the rotor will rotate. By varying the applied DC voltage, the rotational speed of the motor can be varied. The figure shows conventional brushed type of DC motor. A permanent magnet brushed DC motor is generally much smaller and cheaper than its equivalent wound stator type DC motor, as they have no field windings. In permanent magnet DC motor, coils are replaced with strong rare earth, samarium, cobalt, etc. The type magnets which have very high magnetic energy field. The use of permanent magnets gives the DC motor a much better linear speed torque characteristics than the equivalent wound motors because of the permanent and sometimes very strong magnetic field, making them more suitable for use in models, robotics and servos. Although DC brushed motors are very efficient and cheap, problems associated with the brushed DC motors is that sparking occurs under heavy load conditions between the two surfaces of the commutator and the carbon brushes, which results self-generation heat, short lifespan, electrical noise due to sparking, which can damage any semiconductor switching device such as MOSFET or transistor. To overcome these disadvantages, brushless DC motors were developed. The brushless DC motor is very similar to permanent magnet DC motor, but does not have any brushes to replace or wear out due to commutator sparking. Therefore, little heat is generated in the rotor, increasing the motor life. The design of the brushless motor eliminates the need of brushes by using more complex drive circuit where the rotor magnetic field is permanent magnet, which is always synchronization with the stator field, allows for a more precise speed and torque control. Then the construction of a brushless DC motor is very similar to the AC motor, making it a true synchronous motor, but one disadvantage is that it is more expensive than equivalent brushed motor design. The control of brushless DC motor is very different from normal brushed DC motor in that this type motor incorporates some means to detect the rotor angular position required to produce the feedback signals required to control the semiconductor switching devices. The most common position pole sensor is Hall effect sensor, but some motors also use optical sensors. Using Hall effect sensors, the polarity of the electromagnets is switched by the motor control drive circuitry. Then the motor can be easily synchronized to a digital clock signal, providing precise speed control. Brushless DC motor can be constructed to have an external permanent magnet rotor and the internal electromagnet stator, or an internal permanent magnet rotor and an external electromagnet stator. Advantages of brushless DC motor compared to its brushed cousin is higher efficiency, higher reliability, low electrical noise, good speed control, and more importantly, no brushes or commutator to wear out, producing much higher speed. However, their disadvantage is that they are more expensive and more complicated to control. Third type is servo motor. DC servo motor are used in closed loop type applications where the position of a output motor shaft is fed back to the motor control circuit. Typical positional feedback devices includes resolvers, encoders, and potentiometers as used in radio control models such as aeroplanes and boats. A servo motor generally includes a built-in gearbox for speed reduction and is capable of delivering high torques directly. The output shaft of a servo motor does not rotate freely as do the shaft of DC motors because of the gearbox and feedback devices attached. DC servo motor black diagram shown in the figure. In that DC motor, next component is a gearbox for speed reduction, then positioning sensors and error detector which is fed back to the DC motor. The DC motor consists of DC motor, reduction gearbox, positional feedback device and some form of error correction. Speed or position is controlled in relation to the positional input signal and a reference signal applied to the device. The error detection amplifies, looks at the input signal and compares it with the feedback signal from the motor's output shaft and determines if the motor output shaft is in error condition. If so, the controller makes appropriate corrections, either speeding up the motor or slowing it down. This response to the positional feedback device means that the servo motor operates within a closed loop system. As well as large industrial applications, servo motors are also used in small remote control models and robotics, with most servo motors being able to rotate up to about 180 degrees in both directions, making them ideal for accurate angular positioning. DC motor switching and control. Small DC motor can be switched on and off by means of switches, relays, transistor or MOSFET circuits, with simplest form of motor control being linear control. This type of circuit uses bipolar transistor as a switch. Darlington transistor may also be used where a higher current rating is required to control the motor from single power supply. By varying the amount of base current flowing into the transistor, the speed of motor can be controlled. For example, if the transistor is turned on off way, then only half the power supply voltage goes to the motor. If the transistor is turned fully on, that means saturated region, then all the supply voltages goes to the motor and it rotates faster. Then for this linear type of control, power is delivered constantly to the motor as shown below. Motor speed control circuit is shown in the diagram. Transistors are connected in Darlington pair. Flywheel diodes are used. A simple switching circuit shows the above circuit for unidirectional motor speed control circuit. As the rotational speed of DC motor is proportional to the voltage across its terminals, we can regulate this terminal voltage using a transistor. The two transistors are connected in as a Darlington pair to control the main armature current of the motor. A 5 kilo ohm potentiometer is used to control the amount of base drive to the first pilot transistor TR1, which in turn controls the main switching transistor TR2, allowing the motor DC voltage to be varied from 0 to VCC. Optional flywheel diodes are connected across switching transistor TR2 and the motor terminals for protection from any back EMF generated by the motor as it rotates. The adjustable potentiometer could be replaced with the continuous logic 1 and logic 0 signal applied directly to the input of circuit to switch the motor fully on or fully off, respectively from the port of the microcontroller or PIC. As well as this basic speed control, some circuit can also be to control the motor's rotational speed by repeatedly switching the motor current on and off at a high enough frequency. The speed of the motor can be varied between standstill, that is 0 rpm, and full speed by varying the mark space ratio of its supply. This is achieved by varying the proportion of on time to the off time, and this can be achieved using process known as pulse width modulation. We said previously that the rotational speed of DC motor is directly proportional to the mean average value of on its terminals, and the higher this value up to the maximum allowed motor volts, the faster the motor will rotate. In other words, voltage more, speed more. By varying the ratio between on time and off time durations called the duty ratio, marked by space ratio or duty cycle, the average value of motor voltage and hence its rotational speed can be varied. For simple unipolar device, the duty ratio beta is given as A by A plus B, where A is the on time and B is the off time, and the mean fed to the motor is given as V mean equal to beta into V supply. Then by varying the width of the pulse, the motor voltage and hence the power applied to the motor can be controlled, and this type of control is called pulse width modulation or PWM. Another way of controlling the rotational speed of motor is to vary the frequency while on and off duty ratio times are kept constant. This type of control is called pulse frequency modulation or PFM. With pulse frequency modulation, the motor voltage is controlled by applying pulses of variable frequency. For example, at low frequency or with very few pulses, the average voltage applied to the motor is low and therefore the motor speed is slow. At a higher frequency with many pulses, the average motor terminal voltage is increased and the motor speed will also increase. And the transistors can be used to control amount of power applied to the DC motor, with the mode of operation being either linear, pulse width modulation, and or pulse frequency modulation. Reversing the direction of DC motors. While controlling the speed of DC motor with the single transistor has many advantages, it also has one main disadvantage. The direction of rotation is always the same. It's a unidirectional circuit. In many applications, we need to operate the motor in both directions, forward and back. To control the directions of DC motor, the polarity of the DC power applied to the motor connection must be reversed, allowing its shaft to rotate in the opposite direction. One very simple and cheap way to control the rotational direction of DC motor is to use different switches arranged in the following manner. The figure shows DC motor directional control. The first circuit uses a single double pole double through switch to control the polarity of the motor connections. By changing over the contacts, the supply to the motor's terminals is reversed and the motor reverses direction. The second circuit is slightly more complicated and uses 4 single pole single throw switches arranged in H configuration. These mechanical switches are arranged in switching pairs and must be operated in a specific combination to operate or stop the motor. For example, switch combination A plus D controls the forward direction, while switches B plus C controls the reverse direction as shown in the figure. Switch combination A plus B or C plus D shorts out the motor terminals, causing it to break quickly. However, using switches in this manner has its dangerous, and operating switches A plus C or B plus T together would cut out the power supply. The two circuits above would work very well for most small DC motor applications.